Today, on Be Something Wonderful, there's a version of you already living the life that you want. Pick them. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. One of you reached out to say that you're really discouraged and frustrated, that no matter how much you imagine, assume, and affirm your new life, that nothing changes, that it does nothing. Well, we're going to talk about this idea today and more. I want to remind you that the processes and techniques don't change your life. They don't manifest anything, you do. You're the power, you're all power behind any process or technique. So all processes and techniques are for you to focus and choose what part of all that you are that you want to experience next. That's what processes and techniques are about. They're part of your focus. They're part of you choosing what you want to focus on, what you want to experience now as all that is. You don't need them. You don't need anything. You only need your awareness that you are that person that you already desire to be. You are all power. I want to start with this quote from Seth that was channeled through Jane Roberts. Seth is the non-physical that was channeled through Jane Roberts in the 60s and 70s and early 80s. Seth says this: you sit within the miracle of yourselves and ask for signs. It is your inner eyes I would open. In other words, there is no out there. Physical 3D reality is a projection or reflection from within you. Nothing changes out there apart from you. Right? And nothing changes out there whatsoever. It's you. So as you declare that nothing is changing, that is your reality. That's your entire life experience in that moment. You determine it. Nothing changes until you change. There's no delay. There is just who and what you're conscious and aware of being in every moment. Your reality, your reflection, your projection, your physical experience is always turning into who and what you're conscious of being in every moment. Every moment is changing. So there is never a time when nothing is changing. In every moment, you're a new identity and new reality. But do you see, you declare that you haven't changed, that nothing is changing. And you create that experience. You've changed. You've just changed into a new identity, a new reality, where you create an experience that nothing is changing. There's a version of you already living that life. Pick them. Be that. The biggest illusion is that nothing is changing. That the seeming continuity and solidity of reality. That's the illusion. Nothing is what it seems. It is as you are in every moment. So let's talk about this. I want to remind you, you're performing. The miracle that Seth was pointing to is the miracle of your awareness, your I am awareness. You're performing a miracle in every moment. In every moment, you're manifesting, creating, projecting, and reflecting a new you in a new world in every moment. In every moment, you're creating an entirely new world, reality, and you, an identity of you. Wow, you are the miracle. It's beyond the ordinary and normal considerations of time and space and manifested circumstances. A Course in Miracles calls that the lower order concerns. Right? This is what A Course in Miracles says. The miracle abolishes the need for lower order concerns, time, space, and manifested conditions. Since it is an out-of-pattern time interval, the ordinary considerations of time and space do not apply. Wow. In other words, you're rearranging everything in this moment, creating an entirely new world, an entirely new reality, rearranging all frames of potential, frozen frames of potential experiences. It's all you in every moment. You collapse time and space in every moment of now. You're becoming a completely and absolutely new you in new reality. Yet you stand there in the miracle that you are and ask for signs. Ask for signs that reality has changed. When you are the reality that's changing in every minute, in every moment. You are that reality. That's why circumstances don't matter. They are lower order concerns, as A Course in Miracles says. It's beyond normal considerations. Wow, that's powerful. And this is what when you perform a miracle, this is what A Course in Miracles continues to say. I will rearrange both time and space to adjust to it. Wow. And remember, A Course in Miracles is a channeled text, right? Channeled from Jesus Christ, your I am awareness. This is the nature of A Course in Miracles. So I is your I am awareness. It's your awareness of being, you as awareness of being. When you perform a miracle, I will rearrange, or I will arrange both time and space to adjust to it. What is the miracle? It's a resolute and firm decision and intention to be that ideal version and identity of you no matter what. Do you see? The ordinary considerations of time and space and manifested circumstances are irrelevant. They're irrelevant. They do not apply, as A Course in Miracles says. Normal considerations don't apply. You're rearranging those frozen frames of experiences in reality around your identity, around who and what you're conscious of being. The world, your world, rearranges itself around what you accept, what you declare, what you claim, what you affirm, what you assume as true or the truth of who you are in your reality. So some of you say, well, I assumed it. But yet you're still looking out, believing something else is true of who you are in your reality. So it's not the assumption that does anything. It's you behind that assumption. You're the power behind all assumptions. I am is the ultimate assumption. It's the ultimate conviction. It's the ultimate truth. It's all that is. Miracles rearrange perception. A Course in Miracles says this. Miracles rearrange your perception so you can see more or a greater view of all that you are. Wow. You see it? It widens your perspective or your viewpoint of all that you are. That's powerful. So here we are. I want to show this again. This is one of you. No matter how much I imagine, I assume, and I affirm my new life, nothing changes. It does nothing. Well, remember, this is you as I am awareness. This is the miracle of you. The one divine mind, the one consciousness, all that is experiencing itself from infinite viewpoints or vantage points or perspectives. Then that's all that is, and that's all that is all that you are. You're the one in expression. You're that one reality in expression. All your lives, all possibilities, one superimposed over another. This is you in superposition. You as reality, you as all that is. A unique, personalized, individualized perspective or viewpoint of the one. It's the one experiencing itself from infinite viewpoints or vantage points or perspectives as you. But you're all of it all at once, coming through some certain personalized, individualized viewpoint. That impersonal, unconditional, non-judgmental power that you are says, as you wish. So when you say, no matter how much I imagine, no matter how much I assume, no matter how much I affirm my new life, nothing changes, it does nothing, that impersonal, unconditional, non-judgmental power that you are, because it's the power that you are, that awareness of being says, as you wish. Because it only knows fulfillment. It only knows completion. It only knows now. So it says, in that moment, as you wish. Remember, you're looking into the mirror, the reality mirror at all times. So that reflection is immediate. Even immediate, an instant, is a concession to time and space and change. Remember, time is just change. That's all it is. It's not a thing, right? It's just you putting space between experiences. You seeing a different viewpoint or vantage point of all that you are. So as you look in that mirror, that impersonal, unconditional, non-judgmental power that you are says, as you wish. Because it only knows fulfillment. It only knows now. Remember, time is an idea. It doesn't exist. There's only the now moment, and there's only you seeing that now moment from infinite vantage points or perspectives or viewpoints through identities as all that is. You're a new identity and experiencing a new reality in every moment. So when you say that, no matter how much I imagine, no matter how much I assume, no matter how much I affirm my new life, nothing changes, it does nothing, that's your reality in that moment. You rearrange all frozen frames of potential. And you create a manifested experience that reflects that assumption, reflects what you're saying. You create a past where nothing changed, a future where nothing will change as you declare that. It's all created now. Remember, the future and the past are just ideas, all created from this current perspective. So there isn't a past where nothing happens, where you've been manifesting for weeks or months or hours or days or years and nothing ever changed. You create that idea right now from this perspective. So that version of you that's already living your dream life is living it right now. Why not pick them and just declare it and state it? The change isn't out there. The proof isn't out there. The evidence is not out there. You're the proof. You're the evidence. The mirror is always saying, as you wish. It's impersonal. It's unconditional. It doesn't judge. It just says, as you wish, because you are that power. That's the power that you are, all power. It's only you creating this horizontal linear experience in this one now moment. Creating the experience of the past, present, and future. Right? Creating the experience of space, time, and change so you can know yourself as this simultaneous, all that is, everything, everywhere, all at once being. That I am awareness, that consciousness. You knowing yourself experientially as God, as all that is, as the one. That's what this is all about, right? This is powerful. This is a powerful visual. As you stand in front of the mirror, it just says, as you wish, whatever you say. Yeah? So there's a version of you already living the life you want. Why not pick them? Not the one that's waiting and wondering and waffling. Not that one. Not that one that's standing in front of the mirror that's waiting and wondering and waffling and saying nothing works out no matter what I do. Because that power that you are says, okay, that's the way it is. As you wish. You're right. You and your reality change in every moment. It's a complete and total change. There's no delay whatsoever. That's an idea of time and space and change. There's no delay. There's just you changing into a new identity, experiencing a new reality where you declare there's no change. So you create an experience of no change where in fact everything is changing. It's changing into that experience where you declare nothing is changing. You see, there's only you here and now. That's why Moses answered God, here I am. And you say here, as you argue for your limitations, but I assumed and affirmed it, it didn't work. Nothing changed. Exactly. Because you create a total change of identity and reality that manifests the experience of nothing changing. Do you see? You're creating that idea. There's just you as awareness creating your experience at every moment. You give the processes and techniques and rituals all the power they have. They don't have any power outside of you. Nothing changes apart from you or out there. the processes and techniques, the reality out there. Nothing does it. You are source. They do nothing and mean nothing without you, without your awareness of being. So stop choosing the version of you stop choosing you that is declaring that nothing changed, and be the one that's already living that life. Right? Because you keep choosing that version that's new in every moment, that's unfulfilled, unworthy, unhealed, waiting, wondering, waffling. Do you see? Remember, it's not an old version. There are no old versions. They don't exist. It's only you as existence. So stop choosing that version of you that's new in every moment, that changes in every moment, that's unfulfilled, that's unworthy, that's unhealed. There are infinite versions of you, unfulfilled, unworthy, unhealed, that you can create. And there are infinite versions that are not waiting, that are not wondering, that are not waffling, that are living the dream life. Pick that one. Be the one that already has it all. There are infinite versions of that one. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, be sure to join us on the Tom Kearin channel. We have another powerful video that we're going to release this morning on that channel. We also released a big video on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. This had to do with manifesting a specific person. So if you're a member, check that out. It's now available to view. And if you're not a member, just check out the link below. And don't forget, also on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel, we have our 4th live event coming right at the end of this month. April 27th, 2025 at 12 noon time Pacific, right here from the studios of Be Something Wonderful. I'm going to answer your questions as you ask them live during the live stream. Creators with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.